Let's look at the 3 ways that this romance you were trying to concoct in your head does not work.
Let's just forget that I ever texted you.
Okay, you know what? You started this, we are finishing it. Point number 1. Sonny's opposition.
Let me stop you right there. I love my father, but he does not control my life. I get that there's danger. I've known that my whole life, but I don't care. I'm going to live the way I want. I'm going to have the friends that I like. I'm not going to be my father's prisoner, and I'm not going to waste my time trying to make him happy because it just can't be done.
Have you ever tried? Even once?
He has this image in his head of the dutiful daughter. Perfect grades, does whatever she's told, even dresses the way that she's told. And maybe at some point I'd be allowed to go to college and get a job, but it'd have to be a job that my dad approved of. And if I ever got married, it would be to some guy that my dad picked out. Someone who's squeaky clean and respectable. How's that for irony?
So what, I'm supposed to be the antithesis to all that? Is that it?
You're you. Someone who I respect, someone who understands me. Someone who I thought liked me.
I do like you, Christina. Just not the way you want me to.
Because my dad doesn't approve.
No, because your dad would kill me. And he'd be discreet about it. Okay? He wouldn't want trouble with all the remaining Spencers. He wouldn't want trouble with you. So I would just disappear one day. And really, who would question it? I wandered into town. I've been an outcast since I got here. I could just wander back out.
If you felt that way, then why did you defend me on the plane back from the Dominican?
Because I was upset. And I was really hungover.
I don't think you're afraid of my father. I think he's a convenient excuse.
Oh, and then there's Anthony. Okay? I just pissed off a very powerful man in your defense. Now, I don't regret it. Okay? I would do it again. But Anthony is perverse. He might have forgotten all about the disagreement, or he could be putting a hit out on me right now.
Well, I'll talk to Johnny.
I already have talked to Johnny. I told him to put a leash on his father. He said he'd try, but made it very clear that he doesn't control Anthony. And truth be told, I think Johnny's getting played.
Played how?
Anthony is keeping Johnny distracted while he works a bigger agenda. Now, I can't speak to the details, but I do know the end game. Anthony wants to dismantle your father piece by piece, grind him down to nothing. And hurting you or killing you are 2 great ways to accomplish that.
Maybe I should just leave and go to college in California.
Might not be a bad idea.
Would you miss me?
That brings me to point number 3. Even if Anthony was safely locked up in Pentonville and your father was a mild-mannered accountant, I still wouldn't date you, Christina. You are too young.
I'm going to be 19
You are too
in
young for
November.
me emotionally. Okay? Yes, you have lived through some very tragic things, but you've also been very sheltered. Now, I have been essentially alone, kicking around by myself since I was 15. I am hardened in ways you cannot comprehend. I have seen and done things you cannot imagine to survive. I am not the man for you. And besides, I'm interested in someone else.
Abby, you expect me to believe that after everything that we just said? I know that you care about me, Ethan, no matter how much you say that you don't. And for the record, I don't buy any of your 3 points. I know that you're pushing me away because you're trying to protect me, because you've decided that you're bad for me. But I don't believe it's true.
I need a woman, Christina, not a petulant little girl.
You pride yourself on being a big liar, but you suck at lying to me.
As long as I'm going to get this barred, why don't you have a seat?
Surprise!
You nuts?
You want an answer or an argument?
What are you doing?
We are celebrating.
You're in way too happy a mood. Not good.
Oh, it's good for us.
Fill me in. I'll either join you in a toast or go out and do damage control.
You used to take chances, John.
I still do when it works out to my advantage.
You get nothing sitting and waiting. You gotta get out there. You gotta instigate, aggravate, grab hold with your teeth and not let go.
I take it you've bitten someone.
We got the same goal, John. Wipe out Corinthos. But first, I want to bring him to his knees. Make him crawl a little. Maybe even cry. Any man could be made to cry.
Sign of weakness, huh?
Sign of defeat. A man like Sonny Corinthos needs a big dose of humbling first.
What did you do?
Sonny needed to have his vulnerabilities pointed out. I gave him a good hard yank so he'd sit up and take notice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, just take it.
No, I don't want it.
Okay, you need it, you know, the
No,
way...
I swear, I just said I don't need it. But thank you. I just need to go check on Alec.
You don't want to do that, not the way you are right now.
What do you mean not the way I am right now? My son just almost got shot.
Okay, you're okay, your son's okay.
Okay,
just
okay.
take...
I'm okay.
How's,
You're right.
how's Alec? He doesn't even know what's going on, so let's... Come on. Just be a few minutes. Fine.
I checked the car and the area around it. The shooter deliberately fired below the windows.
Was the shooter close?
Brendan Alec must have walked right in front of us.
So he could have taken a shot and he didn't. He waited for them to go inside, then he took a shot.
It was meant to scare Brenda.
So you know what we're talking about, right? Somebody's sending a message, and we know who that is, so we're gonna have to send a message back.
What the hell is wrong with you, huh?
I like to win.
I said don't involve women and children.
Now, you said don't kill women and children. You showed restraint. Brenda and her brat are still alive.
It was a bad move.
It was a strategic move. All I did was stir the pot. There's something so delicious about the smell of havoc in the air.
Yeah, somebody's probably downstairs right now with a small army.
Not likely. That's the beauty of the timing. Sonny can't do spit.
Why?
You gotta keep up with current events, John. Big custody fight happening. If Sonny goes out and gets violent, his ex loses her daughter. See the way this works? Another weakness exploited.
And what about after this custody hearing? What's stopping Sonny then?
He'll be taking care of his missus and the meltdown she's having. If there was ever a time for you to put Sonny in his place, John, it's now.
You see how fast I got him to sleep?
Yeah, it's sweet the way he responds to you.
How you doing?
I'm fine.
Yeah?
And this reminds me of that time in your shower.
What do you mean?
In your shower. And those guys broke into your apartment, remember? And, shot up the shower while I was in it.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Yeah. But I'm just saying that I remember it, like it was yesterday. And I just had to throw myself on top of my son and hope that I would get shot instead of him.
That should never happen.
Much time. Which time?
Both times. I'm sorry for both times.
Oh, thanks for saying that.
No, I mean it. I'm sorry that I had to put you through this, and I'm sorry that you have to feel any kind of fear. But you gotta understand something, that tonight you were never really in any kind of danger. Shooter could have taken you out any time, but he didn't.
I'm sorry, what does that mean? Is that supposed to comfort me?
He wasn't there to shoot you.
Well, then, what'd he do with all those bullets if he wasn't there to shoot
Small
me?
caliber
I don't care what size bullets they were. They were bullets, honey, right? Were they real bullets?
Oh, in a line underneath the window.
Okay, well, Alec could have jumped out of the car or tried to run, and then they may have hit him, right?
The shooter probably would have taken off.
Oh, probably. That's great news.
This was a message meant for me. That's
Yes, sweetheart, I actually think you're right. I think this was a message from your enemies, right? And the message is, guess what, Sonny Corinthos? We can get to your wife and your kids anytime we want.
It's not going to happen. There's not going to be a next time.
Should I bet my child's life on
They were
that?
trying to make me angry because, you know, that way I would retaliate and make a mistake.
You know, Jax has been telling me this whole time.
Forget
that Alec
Jax
and I
for
are
a
in
moment.
danger. How am I supposed to forget Jax, Sonny, when I have to go tomorrow and testify in this hearing?
Okay, you don't say anything that happened tonight, okay? We don't go to the cops. Jason, we don't go there. You let me handle it.
How you gonna handle it?
I'm gonna, look, I just don't want you to say anything about tonight at the hearing. And the rest, trust me, I'll take care of it. Can you do that?
Maybe I should have gone out.